The performing and visual arts, more recently known as the creative industries, has always been imperative in the education of theatre and culture in the Caribbean. Many countries emphasize the value of local artists in contributing to the country's GDP. Through the 10th EDF Economic Integration and Trade of the OECS project, 3 multi-phase skills development workshops were held in the areas of audiovisual and film production, music and entertainment, and fashion and design.
The main objective of the work from the 10th EDF was really, in terms of the private sector development program, was really to build competitiveness, build capacity among our private sector, particularly in the manufacturing and agro-processing subsectors, as well as the cultural and creative industries subsectors. The idea was to develop a program that would accomplish that. Essentially, it is really looking at ways in which we can improve and enhance the ability of our companies in those areas to be able to develop products and services for exports, for job creation, and for generation of foreign exchange into our economies. And at the same time, we're hoping that as a result of that, we'll stimulate greater economic growth and social cohesion within member states of the OECS.
The program exposed a first cohort of filmmakers and potential filmmakers to techniques in developing scripts for short films. 14 OECS writers benefited from the training program. 3 of the final screenplays received funding support for production. Davina Lee of St. Lucia, Zara Errol of Antigua, and Clement Richards of Dominica.
There were about 3 tutors during the process that dealt with story development. Some people were more advanced in their story than others, so there were different tutors in different groups. And we were all together. It was French and the French Caribbean, as well as English-speaking Caribbean. It was a chance to network with other filmmakers, both English and French-speaking Caribbean. But it was also an opportunity for me to get my project funded, because out of the training for screenwriters, a few of us got our films paid for. We got a grant to produce it. And because of that, I was able to send the film to different film festivals, and it's showed all over the world right now.
You young people must understand that love is not easy.
Songwriters and music producers in the region also engaged in developmental training workshops. The Regional Songwriters Camp saw many benefits and opportunities, including the production of 12 songs, its launching at the Specialty Caribbean Expo 2017, and a culminating European tour.
The training workshop was held in Dominica, and the interesting thing about it is that it was musicians from all over the Caribbean. It taught me how to see writing from a different angle, from a different perspective. And the workshop was very uplifting, very innovative. It gave me the opportunity to look at music and music writing in a more universal sense, if I may say so. It's because now I'm not just writing for Claudia, I'm writing for anybody who listens to this music.
We did a compilation of some songs that we produced in a songwriting camp with all OECS practitioners in Dominica. We took this on the road to Europe, and the contacts we made there were valuable to the region as a whole. And there was opportunity for continuity. It was a case where you saw the whole region in terms of the music fraternity being exposed to global marketing of their creation, really.
In the fashion arena, designers were trained and participated in the Caribbean Specialty Expo. A database of 80 designers from 9 member states was completed to identify talents and interventions for sectoral improvements.
It was a very hands-on program that allowed us to really rethink our business, and I was chosen to participate, and based on the fact that I was export ready and because of the strides I'd already made with Membet in country. So as much as most of us will establish businesses, due to the nature of the workshop and how hands-on it is and the level of expertise that the man who delivered the workshop had, it really had us rethinking and re-strategizing our business, especially considering that we want to be export ready or even more export ready it allowed us to rethink everything from our mission and our values and our strategic plan, the way we market, etc. So it was very, very informative and very, very helpful. Besides the workshop, I got funding to participate in Africa Fashion Week in London, and it was just an opportunity to pit me against other designers that have more international exposure than I do, so I can compare my products and my finishing and see what works, what doesn't work, because a lot of the things that I do in St. Lucia may not necessarily work for people in the overseas market.
This is my life.
Original Fashion Industry Workshop was conducted in St. Lucia in collaboration with Latin American and Caribbean Economic System.
There is 100% need in this country, and I would say in the larger region, for support of the creative sector. For us in the creative sector to get funding to do training and to acquire raw materials, etc., is a greater challenge than most, because the end goal, of course, is exporting our goods and services outside of our small island economies. So I think it is imperative that we continue to get the support to be able to make sure that we can compete on the worldwide stage with any other small designer.
The creative industries of the OECS continue to progress as a result of the 10th EDF.
I'm in the clouds and floating